Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Keenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels, and basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will put toe to leather to crank us up. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return. To bring it out. They got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Criswell. Gets it out fast. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run the toss. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
The give to the tailback. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Makes the grab over the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Message sent. Not only did I just stick him, I'm going to give him a few words like, hey, listen, bud, you want to take off and scramble? I got plenty more where that came from. Great job by the defense, setting the tone with some physicality.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Criswell. Quarterback adapting. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, it's frustrating for a defense. You had him in 3rd down. You had him in a predictable situation. Try to go capitalize on it. What does he do? Pulls that rabbit out of the hat, scrambles around, now puts him right inside the 5-yard line in scoring position. You got to bow your necks. You better get ready for the next play.
He's looking to throw. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on the short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry up. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got of space. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense getting set for first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to throw, it's Criswell. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. What a terrible, terrible shame. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. South Carolina offense is back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up going deep. And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Offense set on first down. On the run, it's Hampton. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Hampton. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Looking for a man. It's Criswell. Got it set up on the outside. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Running back goes in motion. On second down, looking again to throw. Makes the grab. It's Harbor. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Makes a connection. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Offense gets set for second down. Give to the back. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Simon. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. It was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
There ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got one. You start keeping a tally of how many you can get. That's what you dream about. You dream about getting to the quarterback. Yes, tackles are nice, but I want sacks. I want that QB on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Running to the left. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Rides to the back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Going up top. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, North Carolina! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The back goes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
To throw, it's Sellers. Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He finds his man. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense finds and stands on the result of the play. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Harbor. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. Games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for block. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to get the corner. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, they go with the toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. Makes the catch and he's brought down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Wants to throw. It's Criswell. Going for the big play. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the W.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Keeps looking downfield. At the 40, there he goes.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They've converted twice on fourth down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
This offense has a second down play. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He lets one fly deep. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, wants to throw it. That's it, 5. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bennett. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecock.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, I continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball. He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
To the air, it's Criswell. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
He looks that one in nicely.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Tar Heels are flying down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Looking to pass, it's Criswell. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They'll immediately call timeout. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throw into the end zone, it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll go right back to him. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Got a man. It's Sanders. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the route is on.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to the running game. No, he just flat ran over it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Here comes the offense on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Hampton. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Tackled, but he has a first down. The Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Strong, firm tackle.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To the air, it's Criswell. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's loose. running inside the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on 3rd and short if you can get them aggressive and a defense aggressive. But the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. He caught it! And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settled for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? First down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Give him 6. Touchdown, UNC!
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the point after is good. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. These are positive signs from a group that needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He wants to throw. got it behind the line. It's Sanders. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it! And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the pummeling has started.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that drive covered 40 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Unloads it left. Got his man. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and the first down. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Packlj, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.